Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Henry, our animal nutritionist. I know that all of you have more questions, more problems. Just joking. You may reach out to Mr. Henry later on during our networking session. Don't be shy. It's a golden opportunity to have an animal expert, animal nutritionist with us. So ask all you can, or you have any inquiry, reach out to him, or our first speaker, our director right here, so feel free, okay? So later on, we have one more speaker, yes. Okay, moving on. Our third speaker of the day, which is an animal Reiki practitioner, an actress, and a dog trainer. Give it up to Yiky Chiu.
Thank you.
Alamak.
Thank you. I'm going to start the timer because I'm very I have this plan. Yeah, there you go. See, I can remind myself. Good morning, everyone. Wow, everybody want to sleep already. Can I invite everybody to just stand up? You guys have been sitting for 1 hour and listening to great information, and then now maybe shake one leg, shake another leg, shake one hand. Oops. Hello. Oh, yes. Shake another hand. Shake, yes. Do you like addiction? Yes. Do you like brand X? No. Okay, thank you very much. You can have your seat again. Oh, okay, thank you. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Got more energy already. Okay, good morning. My name is Yiky, and I am very honored to be here today to share with you a topic that is very close to my heart. It is energy healing for animals. Now, today's topic is energy healing for our cats. What is it about? How can it benefit my cat? So this is what we're going to be talking about in the next half an hour. Now, a lot of you have got your phones out already. Yes, we like it. Please do. Please scan us to follow us on Instagram, and if you can tag us, that would be great as well, so that we can also reshare some of the things that you post. Okay? Next, let's start. So for this session, you guys cool? Yeah, so for this session, you will be interactive, and you will need to scan the QR code in order to interact with the quizzes that we have. If you're like, Yiky, I'm not so sure, nowadays a lot of APK, all this fake one, it's okay. You just go to www.menti.com and you enter this code in order to join. Since this is the first introduction, I'll give you guys just a bit of a moment to try to sort that out. Once you're on there, then it should sync and you should be able to see the slide. Okay, next. If you missed it just now, it's still here, don't worry, and the further instructions are also still there. Now whoops. Hello. Yes. So, just to have a sense, which of these cat best describe your knowledge when I said animal Reiki? Are you more like a clueless cat, Yiky, I'm here for addiction, why suddenly you talk about energy healing? Or you're like, yes, I sort of heard about it, but I've never tried it, but I read it somewhere also, maybe someone shared their experience, but 50-50 lah. Or maybe somebody said, hey, Yiky, I am a Reiki practitioner myself, maybe. Or I have tried to have animal Reiki for my animals, my cats. Let's see what we have. Right now it says 25. It's just I sort of counted. I think there were about 30 of you today. So if the rest of you could try to hop on. See, wow, we got expert. Very good. Okay, I think it's basically there. So thank you so much for your input. So from here, I can see, wow, you guys have some experience already. Okay, cannot bluff. Okay, thank you so much for telling me, because this gives me a good idea on how I'm going to proceed with this presentation and how I can introduce some concepts and to a level that is suited for everybody. Okay, next. So I run an animal Reiki service. Animal Reiki service is a form of energy healing, and my brand is called Reiki with Yiky. We founded it took root back in 2021, and maybe you guys could see from the logo here that maybe you see some sort of an animal. You can see a little dog, okay. Maybe you see a human-ish. Yeah, so that's the dog over there, and it is by design that the humans are in a way supporting the animal. And this is actually a crucial detail for the way I approach Reiki for animals. Now, you may have practitioners who are practicing Reiki, whether for human clients or animal clients, but I will go a little bit more in detail about why this is really important for my brand. Okay, thank you. Next. Coba. So you guys already got a glimpse of my family actually and my late dog Cordy. So the reason how the whole Reiki with Yiky thing started was that my late dog Cordy, as you see her over here, at that point in time she was 14 years old. She was 14 years old and she had some very common things that you would expect to have with aging pets. Kidney issues, heart disease. She showed some signs of dementia as well, where she had a big problem with orientation and also mobility. And so we were trying, of course, we went to the vet, we tried the conventional medicine. In fact, we started exploring alternative medicine such as acupuncture, chiropractic, Chinese medicine, hot, cold, compressed. Like I tried everything. It's a 24/7 job taking care of her. But at one point, I'm like, yeah, but she doesn't want to go. She still has that spark in her, right? So how can I support her if to live out the rest of her life in any other way that I'm really doing all this? And so my first experience with Reiki was actually for myself. It was not for animal Reiki. So I went to a session, just a bit skeptical, just to try it out. And then after that, I thought, hey, if it worked on me, it could potentially work on animal, right? But at the point in time, first I was not exposed to whether there was such a thing as animal Reiki. And secondly, even if I wanted to, I wouldn't be able to. Because here in Malaysia, although you may be able to look for Reiki services for humans, for pets, at that point in time, there were none that were wholly dedicated to serving animals and their people. And that's where I found, I wished at that point in time I had someone like Reiki with Yiky, to be able to serve pet owners in similar situations. So without further ado, this is right after the first session. I asked a Reiki practitioner who practiced on human to could you help my dog? And this is what happens. So her eyes are sparkling, and this is something we haven't seen in a long time. Nadia was the name of the Reiki practitioner, who eventually became my Reiki teacher as well. So for those of you who understand Mandarin, it says, the nose also moist already, because pets, when they're not well, their nose are very dry, or it's way too wet. So it was just nice. Thank you so much. Thanks. And so I came back from that experience. At first I was a bit skeptical because I'm like, humans, if I say, hey, how are you? You're like, hey, bye, good. Like, hey, how was the massage? Just not actually not so good lah. But then you say, good. We are very polite. But animals, they cannot lie, ma. If you see the result, got result lah. If no result, no result, man. So I was a bit of a skeptic going into it, and I'm like, there is something real about this thing. And that's how I started. So eventually it was suggested to me that since my dog, Cordy, was senior, she was 14 years old, like I said, and the Reiki practitioner, Nadia, said that, hey, I would love to get your money, and it is going to be quite time-consuming for you to try to bring her to me often. As a senior pet, it's actually more useful for the pet to receive Reiki on a more regular basis, maybe like daily, but then on a shorter duration, maybe 10 minutes, 5 minutes or so. So then she suggested to me that, hey, instead of you coming to me all the time and having to transport your dog and all, why don't you learn Reiki? That way you can practice for her. And the rest is history lah. That's how I started. But then, as there are different levels to Reiki, and the first level allows you to work with your own pets, yourself, your family members. The second level allows you to work with people, your clients, or people that you know, the public. Basically, you can start charging people for that. Now, when my late job passed away, up until the day of her passing, I was sharing Reiki with her, and I'm very happy to say that it made me able to cope with, okay, there's something I can still do, even though I could not change it. And secondly, I had also, by that time, signed up for Reiki level 2. So she passed away, and I was thinking, maybe I should ask for a refund because the person, the reason who started me was no longer there. And then so for a few months after she passed, I did not do anything Reiki, I mean. And but one day when I was on a yoga mat, I had a clarity. And I heard a voice that said I wish there was a brand that I could bring my pets for healing when I needed most. So that's why eventually, even after passing, I went to study with an American teacher, and she's Kathleen Prasad, and it is her method, Let Animals Lead, it's her registered brand, that I'll be talking a lot more in details in the following slides. And this method, why is it different, is that yes, you may be able to locate a Reiki practitioner online, in person, or maybe nowadays, thankfully, there are also other animal Reiki practitioners here in Malaysia and overseas. But having said that, Let Animals Lead method, I was actually the first Malaysian student of Kathleen Prasad to actually practice that method. And I will explain why this is such a unique thing. Next, thank you. So, what is Reiki? Reiki, is it like martial arts a bit, like that. Like the martial arts movie, you got and it was like that. So, is it? So, Reiki, for those of you who can read Mandarin, or if you read Japanese, you could read kanji, is actually 灵气. Okay? So, it's made out of 2 syllables, and each syllable has its own meaning. The first part is divine guidance. Divine guidance means the belief of everything within the universe is guided, and it has an energy, and that it's fated in a sense. Then the next thing, the part Ki, if you are familiar with yoga, that's where we call prana, or Chi, C-H-I, like Tai Chi, Chi. So this is the life force. So combined, Reiki, what it means is that in everything that is living in this world, there is something that is divine, that is guiding, and as long as you have a life, you have that chi in you. Okay? So, how does Reiki, I go to the next one first. Thank you so much. So now I'll share a little bit about the Reiki history. Okay? And as we know, everything is made out of particles. So if you look into a matter, if you look really close into it, you find that it's actually vibrating like that. So it is said that in human, all of us, we have a vibrating frequency. And naturally, let's say if you were to accidentally cut yourself, it will naturally heal. So every one of us right here, including myself, will have this self-healing ability. Now, sometimes because we are stressed, we have chronically been under some other illnesses, we do not nourish ourselves good enough, and for your pets as well, maybe they were not on addiction. So these are different stressors that can actually impact the frequency that a living being can vibrate at. So when that happens, let's say it vibrates in a lower and lower frequency up until a level, then illness will start to manifest. So how Reiki works is that it allows you to bring back up the natural frequency of your body so that your auto-healing ability can take over. So in this sense, it's not like I make you heal like that. It's like I'm just supporting you so that your own body can go back into an ideal state where it can auto-heal itself. Now a little bit about the Reiki history. The gentleman you see right here is the Usui Mikao, which is the founder of Reiki system. The Reiki system is actually, so he was a Japanese Buddhist monk, and he was on the path looking for enlightenment. And so it was said that at one point, he spent 21 days on their holy mountain, Mount Kurama, in order to try to figure this thing out, because as a monk, he also liked helping people. And he realized that, he was exposed to different energy healing methods as well. But the one that he was using in particular requires him to charge, and then you go to the cat, and then you dispense. And then after that, you feel drained. So he's like, there's got to be a way where I can serve other people without draining myself all the time. And also, it's not very economical. It's like, hey, let's say, emergency, you stomach ache, and then you have a presentation. Wait, I need to go and charge first. Then only can use, Whereas Reiki can work like that. So that's it. Next. Now, you guys have been listening to me talk. Now it's time for you to move your little fingers. So continue to join us on thementi.com. I'm going to wait thank you so much. I'm going to wait for you guys to join me here. And once we have enough participants, then we will go to our quiz. The quiz is only one question, and you only have 15 seconds to answer, okay? The fastest person, later I tell you what happens to the fastest person, and of course, fastest will get the correct answer lah. Okay? 19. Can we hit 20? Can we hit 20? Sambung. Siapa belum? Ding, 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 ding. Okay, I see you guys trying. Oh, nice, 21. Thank you so much. Anybody need a little bit more time? We have a little bit more time. I see some stress face trying to sign. 可以吗？塞了。Okay, wow, 25. Thank you so much. Enter. Let's start the quiz. You guys should be seeing something on your phone. You guys see something on my phone?
Not yet. Not yet.
Hiya, 衰咗. But then, can you go back to the previous slide? Could you press enter? Start out. Which one of it is true? Reiki can rebalance your cat's energy to reverse chronic illnesses. Reiki can reduce physical and emotional pain in cats. Reiki can deepen intuitive communication with your cat. Ching, 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 ching. Oh, the correct answer is Reiki can reduce physical and emotional pain in cats. Congratulations to those who get it. And for those who get it, a lot of you choose this, You know why? Because this morning, I realized that the quiz was a bit obvious, so I made it a bit harder. You see, rebalance energy, correct. But reverse, it's not a miracle pill, It doesn't cure things that have been ongoing, but it can control how you cope with it. Yeah. So for example, let's say I was working with a client cat, right? Very, very recently, that the cat was diagnosed with a tumor in the abdomen, and she was given weeks, maybe months, to live. But then, but in the end it was less than a week. But yes, but then she seek my help. She understood that you cannot reverse, make it disappear, and it was too risky to be operated on. But with Reiki, the cat, although coping with a lot of pain, was still able to find some ease and peace when it goes. Okay, thank you so much. Next. Who in? Who's Jessie? Who's Jessie? Raise your hand. Wow, Jessie, congratulations! Later you come to me after that. I got something special for you. Thank you everybody for joining this. Next, Dr. Satterford, this is so cool. Yeah. So, reducing pain and inflammation is not the only benefit of Reiki for animals. Now, I want to have a long disclaimer over here. So, for those of you who are interested in learning more about these, the QR codes on the sides are actually research, scientific research that actually backs up the statement that I'm making here. Right? And, but I do want to give a disclaimer that there are very little scientific studies about effect of Reiki for cats. So the ones that I have here are conducted on human, lab rat, and also dog. So, but then it goes back to the question: how do we measure something like this? You know, with human, you say, good, good. How do you measure that? You know, with animal, you cannot tell them, hey, just now you were a 6 or you were 8. You cannot do that, right? But what we can then, we can do clinical observation. Like, okay, I observed that Cordy was even barking, jumping at us to receive us, welcome us back, and this was not something that she had been able to do the same day, 2 hours before the Reiki. So the only thing that changed is like, oh, okay, clinically, I think it helps more, like that. So take this with a pinch of salt, and let's go. Next one. So now, I would like to invite somebody, a human, to join me, for a little demo. Why do I so stressed like that? Anybody? Don't worry, this is not like the full session. I'm not going to be like, go all zam like that. No. Yes? Thank you, sir. May I get your name? Husband. Yes. Husband, thank you so much for being such a sport. Please have a seat. Okay, Husband. So, pretending that Husband is my human client. Get below. Yeah. So the Let Animals Lead method, I would like to show you first how a typical human session looks like and how that will look like for the animal. And they are actually quite different. Okay, so Husband, if you could place both your legs on the floor, thank you very much. And of course, now I run you through the instruction, but you don't really have to do it. As in like, oh, can you close your eyes and just relax? But of course, you can look at me also lah, because I'm doing a demo, right? Okay, for this part, I'm going to put down the mic so that I can use my hands. Okay, so I will ask Husband, are you comfortable if I place my hand lightly on you like that, including your forehead area, or you prefer that I just hover above?
I'm comfortable. Anyway.
You're comfortable, thank you so much. So say, the main thing, say, imagine this is the human client, okay? Then me, I'm the Reiki practitioner. So what happens is, humans are very compliant, right? I say, Husband, sit down, good, sit down. Like, put your feet on the floor, put your feet on the floor, close your eyes, close your eyes, okay? And this is different from animal, okay? And bear in mind, I am in control. I ask you to do something, and sometimes you may have a massage table, and I ask you to lie down, and you lie down. So this is one way the healing session can happen for humans. And then the next thing, I will ask Husband the question about, oh, can I put hands on? And then I will inform him, okay, right now we're going to start with the position in front of the forehead, a little bit to the back. So these are different hand positions that we have for Reiki, okay, like that. Of course, if you're lying down, then there are more possibilities. You can hit the lower parts as well. Yep. So this is one. And another thing I would tell Husband, okay, today we do until 11 o'clock lah, 1 hour lah, because after that I got appointment, can already, right? Okay, so the human, yes. Oops. Yes, so I dictate, as a practitioner, I dictate how long the session is. Yeah? Thank you very much, Husband. Thank you for being a good client. Later. Come look for me. Okay, now, next. So this is an example. I am moving, the client is stationary, okay, as opposed to the healing session for animals. So next. Meow here. It's okay, I want it. Okay. To show the difference, thank you so much. Wait, I need to call my cat first. Where's my cat? Meow. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Nasib baik dia tak jalan cabut kan. Takut saya. So this Oyen, okay, maybe Oyen I put you here lah, on the side like that. Okay, don't gempak you. Tak boleh lah, you kepala besar nanti. Okay, kuat-kuat make sure dia jangan lari dah. So healing session for animals is different. How? Why do I place Oyen over there? It's because as a practitioner, I am now stationary. I'm now stationary and I'm just doing a meditation. I'm not moving, but then Oyen can do whatever the Oyen wants. This means that this is actually very natural for animals. Animals are different from humans because they are not like quite quiet like that. You say, hey, stay there 1 hour. They just stay there 1 hour. Animals won't do that. And in a way, we don't need them to do that. Okay, because when you're meditating, you create a space that can include them, they can come in, and we like to offer them choice. Okay, the first difference. The second difference is, how long the session is also depends on the animal, and that's why it's called Let Animals Lead. And what I'm looking for essentially is I'm looking for body language of the cat, that it is relaxed and not agitated by the fact that I'm having a Reiki session or my presence in the house. Okay, so how do I know when the Reiki session is over for animals? I just meditate here only. What happens is I just observe. If I notice the animal then walks away or they come back, they like stretch, drink some water, and they'll come and check me out a little bit, I will know intuitively that the session has over. So in that sense, Oyen has got the control of how long the session is. If Oyen wants to come here and rub his face, yes, but you also notice something. I did not touch Oyen at any point. And why is this approach important? Because animals, they might not always see our hands as a friendly thing. Especially if you like smack your cat, they come scared. Okay? So, and there may be instances where the animal is not well. And if you were to try to touch it, it may be painful, they might even snap at you. Okay? So, and the good thing is, for Reiki to work, you don't notice what I was telling him, that, I can hover just above, or I can place it lightly on your hand. Or in this case, I don't even place it, but it can still work. So yes, that's healing sessions for animals for you. Alamak, cut a little bit. Okay, never mind, later I can share with you guys. So, next. I have talked a lot about Reiki energy. The thing is, not all of us has Reiki in us. But it's a matter of whether we are aware of it, we know how to control it, and benefit from it. So of course, as Reiki practitioner, you have to be certified, you go through some rituals and stuff. But today is a quick exercise for us to just get a sense of our own energy. So please follow after me. You can also follow the instructions here. Shake your hands. Kuala. Shake your hands, okay? Now, just give me 5 minutes, not to shake your hand 5 minutes, okay? Now, place your palm facing each other, okay? If you're like, Yiky, I'm not sure what you're doing, just give me 3 minutes, 3 minutes, okay? Keep an open mind and try. Place your palms facing each other, but it's not like that, okay? It's just kind of relaxed, kind of together, and very slowly you're going to try to pull it apart. So we are talking about from here to here, right? Like from here to here. And then as you pull it apart and then you slowly push them closer, you might be able to feel some sensation, a bit like a magnet almost, pulling, pushing, maybe you feel some tingling, some heat. Who is like, every time I talk sugar, people don't have one. Don't all quite like that. Who is like, not really. Okay, if for example, if you think, Yiky, I'm not really feeling it, try to close your eyes. Inhale and exhale. And try to focus into the sensation of light bulbs, imagining light bulbs from the palm of your hand. So how this looks like this, you imagine this is boom, and then this is boom, and then you are sort of manipulating it. For those of you who managed to do it, anybody managed to have some sensation? I've got some sensation, okay. You can try to grow this magnet. So meaning to say from this, you could maybe, but every time you want to try to increase, you go very slowly. You pull out a little bit and then you go back in. Get a sense? Yeah. And then if you're comfortable with it, you can also change the orientation. Okay. You can keep trying as I finish talking about this part, or you can relax your hand if you're like, oh, Yiky, I'm not sure. Try, maybe now you try and it doesn't work, but maybe you go back home, not so shy, you can try again, yeah? So the idea of Reiki is that, imagine this, oops, I did it again. Okay, imagine this Reiki, this chi, right? Imagine it can expand not just inches. Imagine it can cover your whole body. Your whole house, your cats also who are living in a house, your taman, KL, So this is the idea what happens in a Reiki healing session. The idea is to generate enough chi, and think of this chi as the bubble where you can raise your body's frequency to a high level. So it's a healing energy, healing bubble, okay? Imagine like you can build. Then after Reiki, like, oh, the cat also zen. The people on the traffic also, they don't horn you. Wow, really cool. Yeah, it is possible, and it's possible to amplify the effect of it through collective Reiki practice also. Yeah. Yes. So you can try it again at home. Thank you. Next. Ta-da-da! We are at the end of this talk. Thank you so much for listening to me. And for today, you guys only, please join the newsletter for Reiki with Yiky. This is the space where I actually share fun things I learned about animals and what kind of lessons do animals teach us in this lifetime. I also share interesting events, like for example, once I was sharing about a pet portrait who do very nice pet portraits, and maybe later I'm going to share about addiction, anything that's interesting. So as a pet owner myself. So not just that. Of course, you can subscribe for free and you can cancel anytime, no worries. But specifically for today, because to thank you guys for attending this event, to be with me and listen to me, I am offering a free Reiki session for one of you who sign up today, okay? Like randomly, yeah. A free Reiki session for your cat or your cats if you have multiple. So this is something that is worth 220 ringgit because it involves me visiting your house and your cats, and also traveling back and forth. Yeah. So just to give you an idea, my general charge for 60 minutes, again, it depends on how your cat is receptive to it. My general charge for 60 minutes is 180 ringgit, and we'll then tambah like 20 to 60 for the travel charge. Yeah, so there's that. If you haven't followed me, here. Okay, and next. Ding. For every one of you here today, you will also have a little freebie for you. Seek it out, and thank you so much. Thank you for listening to Reiki with Yiky. I look forward to serve you all.
Alright, okay, give it up to Yiky.
And Oyen.
And Oyen.
Azwan.
Azwan. Yeah. Okay. Oops. Right. So Yiky, come join me right here.
Oh, should I take the mic then?
Sure, no problem.
Oh.
Right now we're going to open to the floor. Any questions to Miss Yiky right here?
Wow.
Yes, silakan.
Alamak. Hello, can I try? Oh, yes. Everybody's like flashing it. Wait, give me 1 second. Wow, we got time to share them. How long do we have to share?
Short and sweet. Okay. Questions. Okay.
Yay, questions.
Silakan.
Hello, hi.
I heard Reiki in general for humans, it can be done virtually. Can it be done for cats?
Good question. Yes. And the reason why I offered primarily home visit is for people to have have an opportunity to experience what is the difference between me working on them, the human, and also their pets. And also animal Reiki, it's very new here in Malaysia. So I'm like, yeah, people think I'm fake now. So that's why I'm offering the home visit. Having said that, I've had Reiki sessions for animals online. It can work, and why is that so? Because the human is not just physical body, we have our emotional body. And if you are familiar with what we call aura, the auric body, there are different layers like mental, astral, and then eventually it grows. Yeah? One thing that I didn't mention just now is that nowadays, thanks to science and technology, there is a way that you can measure the energy field in living beings. So this is like a machine that you can like place your palm or place your hand in it, and you can measure like, wow, here high energy, here low vibration and stuff. And those kind of machines are useful for people who are energy healers themselves to show people, see, I'm not lying on and also to conduct scientific studies, especially on animals, because like I said, they cannot speak, right? So again, energy transcends time and space. For example, it is also possible to share Reiki with a version of yourself, say from an hour ago. It's possible to share Reiki with a version of yourself in the future. Let's say you have an important meeting tomorrow. It's possible for Reiki to work on affirmation, goals, and also Reiki can work not just on human, it can work on plants, it can even work on objects. The reason behind that is that objects has got also matter, right? But then the ability of an object to hold the Reiki healing energy, it depends. That's why people like to use things like crystal, because they hold up well and they hold up long and they hold up a lot. Yeah. Does that answer your question? Don't be shy, don't be shy.
Yeah, yes. Just one more thing. Will you use crystal as well?
Thank you. I do use crystal myself. As a matter of fact, I have one carrying with me because today I have an important thing going on, as you could tell. So some practitioners, so let's say if next time you're like, I want to try to see this Reiki healing, what it is, you can ask the practitioner, because sometimes people like to use various methods combined into one. For example, some use sound healing bowls plus Reiki. So as they sing, they also share Reiki. Some they use crystals, some they use, if for example you want to practice yoga with Reiki, that's also possible. So the application is limitless. Perfect, someone. Wow,
Perfect, yeah?
Do we have time on? Nah.
Okay, we got one more question before we're gonna throw any questions to the other two speakers.
Ooh.
One more for Miss Yiky.
Yes.
Yeah.
No shy.
No shy?
No shy. If you're really, really shy, later you approach me lah.
Yeah. Okay, how about this? Let's invite Miss Heather and also Mr. Henry to join us at the front here. So feel free to throw your questions. We're gonna give and take around 5 more minutes before we proceed for makan-makan.
Oh, nice.
Mr. Henry, are you here?
Should I keep?
Mr. Henry 有在吗？ Okay, Miss Heather, perhaps. Let me help you.
Oh, thank you so much.
Unscripted, yes. Terkejut. Okay, any questions for Miss Heather? Anyone?
This is where you say it's because she presented so clearly that I have no remaining questions. Thank you all again for your time. I really appreciate you braving rush hour traffic to come out and join us. So I hope you enjoyed the other speakers as well. And we are here with some food, so if you think of anything else that you want to ask, please do come and approach the rest of the team.
Okay, I understand maybe some of you haven't had your breakfast, right? So perhaps you dah makan nanti, the idea thing is there. Your Reiki it's happening. So
You can even Reiki your food.
Reiki your food.
Make the food energetic.
Wow, really?
Yes.
Wow.
Later we should check.
Okay, cool. So feel free to join us. But before that, just a gentle reminder to all of you, we prepare a PR kit for all of you. You may enjoy our FMB first, and then we're gonna pass it over to you before you make a move. And also, do not forget to follow us on social media. So do we have like QR code? No, it's
my slide
our
board.
time.
Oh.
Yeah, sure. We have the QR code. Just scan and don't forget to follow us and leave us some comment, reviews. It would be great. So I do believe that's all we have for today. My name is Faiz. We hope that we've been great enough to you, being informative enough regarding the addiction. We go further for pets. Welcome to Kucing #1's event. So signing off, my name is Faiz as your MC. Silakan makan. Bon appetit. Thank you.
Thank you.
Jom. Sorry.
More recording, are we?